Hey Kleber, it's Scott Walker with Impact Latent SEO. We spoke earlier and I wanted to shoot over this quick video showing some tips and tricks that you guys can do in-house to help bring in more business using your website and Google Business Profile. I would appreciate to hear your feedback from you about the video, and I hope these strategies are helpful and educational for you as well. So here's your website right here. Do you like the the logo up here? I think it's pretty cool. And it is always good to have ways to convert customers right up top. And your click to button actually works, which is great. And then also a form submit down here. So good job on that. But one thing that I really would recommend for your website is to add more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for keywords that people would be looking for in Google searches. And usually a keyword is either a location or service, and then the opposite one. So I know you guys are based out in Lindon, so like Lindon roofer would be a good buyer intent keyword for you. The other thing you could do also is if you have any photos or images, videos, things like that, if you save the alt text correctly on them, you could have those as keywords as well, and because that would count as content because it's embedded behind the picture for you. And then one thing that I do recommend, just because you kind of, work in a wide area here in the Utah Valley, looks like, is to add location pages so that you can add more buyer intent keywords and throughout the different cities that have, looking up roofers so that you can be found for more Google searches. But I did go ahead and throw your website into a tool I use called Ahrefs. This will give me your analytics and kind of show me where you're setting. The DR is the trust that Google has for your website. It is on a scale of 100, and if you implement these strategies, this will boost both the DR and also your online traffic. You're currently at a 0 DR, which is fine, but that's usually due to your backlinks and referring domains. And if you don't know what a backlink is, it's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so I do recommend avoiding the spammy backlinks while going after the authoritative ones. And you do this by staying relevant to your industry and also your location. And it looks like you're being indexed for 13 keywords, and you're getting roughly 22 people to your website each and every month. This is a third-party tool, so this is just a guesstimate, but when it's this low, your website's acting more like a digital business card as opposed to an online lead generating tool that could produce an ROI for you. So looking at some of the keywords that you're being indexed for, A1 roofing, there's quite a bit of searches each and every month, but you're only getting 20 people to your website for it, even though it's your company name. And you're on the second page of Google for A1 roofing. But I don't really consider that a buyer intent keyword because it doesn't have the service and location there. But if you look down here, like roofing, Orem, Utah, that one would be a buyer intent keyword. There isn't too much volume, but I'm just showing you an example. But you're on the 5th page of Google. And I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time I scrolled down and went to the 2nd page of Google on the organics. Those are the type of keywords that you want to be ranking for so that people would be going to your website and know that you're a roofing company. So I did just kind of look up Lindon roofing just because that's where you're based out of. Usually you have your Google guarantees up top right here, and then it looks like nobody's running them right now, which is fine, but usually there's some local ads as well. And this is a great way to generate business quickly for you if that's something that you guys are looking for. But being down here in the Google Business Profile, that's really where you want to be. And it's totally fine that you're not here right now. There's so many ways you could get up in this area. You could start by constantly be adding reviews. You could make sure that like your name, address, and phone number are the exact same all across the internet so you don't mislead Google. And another tip I recommend is to post branded, geotagged, or geolocated photos weekly because this shows Google that you're growing your business organically. And then adding citations, which is your business name, address, and phone number into things like Yellow Pages and Yelp is really beneficial because Google's like a big popularity contest. And by giving out your information to as many people as possible, it will make Google start to trust you more. And that will start to boost your business. And that's not only in Lindon, but in your surrounding areas, Pleasant Grove, Orem, Lehigh, and I don't know how high you go up, but, if you go up into, South Salt Lake area, all those areas. And then being up in the Google Business Profile will generate about 30 to 40% of your online traffic because people can just click on the website right here. And then we do move down into the organics. This is what I was talking about, being ranked on the first page, second page of Google. Like the second page would be all the way down here, click next type of thing. And I think you were on like the second and fifth page for some keywords. But it looks like for this particular keyword, Lindon Roofing Contractor, Cascade Roofing is one of your top competitors. And if we look at their website, I mean, they have, a click to call, which works, which is great. Those form submits, like I was saying. They have a decent amount of content. They don't have a lot by any means. And so by having, by implementing these strategies and having more content with better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks and citations, you could start to outrank these competitors of yours. And just to kind of give you a glimpse, I mean, for Lindon itself, it's not really, too much. There are, Lindon roofing contractors. There's about up to 10 searches a month. And remember, this is a third party. So, I mean, I'd say there's probably about 100 people in the Lindon area looking for a roofer. And if you're ranking for a majority of these keywords, you'd get the majority of the traffic to your website. But if you had location pages, and this is just kind of one other area that's close by, if you look at Sandy, I mean, there's 30, 30, 30, 30, 20. So there's, almost 200 searches in just 6 keywords each and every month. So when you start outranking your competitors and ranking for these keywords, a percentage of the total volume of all your keywords will start going to your website instead of your competitors. And then a percentage of the people going to your website will give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. And we could do this for so many different locations, so the volume could be really, really high for you. So I really hope that this video was helpful. I again would appreciate to hear your thoughts and feedback. I do appreciate your time, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.